Look at that sky. What is up, my peeps? Caliber 724 here with another video for you guys today. In this video, I have a app run through and review I want to do for you guys. So yesterday, a little backstory. Yesterday, I actually forgot to pay my storage fees, and then I remembered when I was going home, so I was like, crap, I gotta go pay my storage fees. So I actually went and paid my storage fees, but I did a little digging online, and I was actually on Facebook one day, and I actually saw a ad for this app. But I was like, might as well share it. Sounds interesting. Maybe could do a app run through a review. Well, what the perfect time to do it rather than now, or other than now, you know? So I looked into it, and I actually was playing around with the app, set up the app and everything like that, and I found it very useful. So I'm gonna play the ad for you guys that I saw on YouTube, because I actually did some digging into this app and found the ad. So hopefully I don't get like copyright striked or whatever for this, but just a new format that I'm trying out. But let me know in the comment section below if you like this format. Roll it.
Forget logging in to all your accounts. Prism brings together your bank balance, your bills, and your paycheck in one app. Prism reminds you when bills are due and allows you to quickly make payments. Just open the app to see exactly how much money you have and the amount you owe. By using Prism to pay bills on time, you can avoid late fees and reduce debt, helping you improve your credit score. Try our app today and see why thousands of customers love using Prism.
Alright guys, so this is the app in the Play Store, Google Play Store. It is called Prism Bills and Personal Finance. Now I looked in, like I said, I found this on Facebook, but I actually found out that this was in the finance section of the Google Play Store. So if you're looking for it, I'll leave a link in the description for it. Also, I will try and find a link for the iOS version, but can't guarantee anything there. I'm an Android user, faithfully, but I'll see if I can help you guys out if you're on iOS. Now, before we get into the actual app, I think they have referred it to, or way better than Mint is what they say. So maybe I'll do an app run through and review for Mint later on. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do that. Also, like the video, and yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the app. This is the page that you get to when you first open up the app, which is bills. And here is where you can set up all of your billers and your paydays and stuff like that. So when you first walk through the app, they're actually going to walk through how to set up billers and stuff like that and your paydays. But I'm going to walk you through that now so you get to see a look into what it's like. So we're going to go up here. It's this plus sign up here next to the calendar. You can add a bill, add a manual bill, and I'll explain what the difference is in a little bit, but add a payday. Now, add a bill is basically for the billers who actually do their billing online. So like for Sprint or Verizon or Fingerhut or credit cards that you may have, you can pay your bill online, like Duke Energy and stuff like that. That's basically what add a bill is for. Add a manual bill is for those billers who actually don't have an online suite where you can go and pay your accounts and your bills and stuff like that. So that would be like storage, or groceries, or child care, or such and such, manual repairs that you actually got to go to the store and do something like that. But walking into create a biller or adding a biller, they actually have some examples here: AT&T, PayPal, Amazon, Store Card, Synchrony Financial. You also got different, well, actually I'm do that, Victoria's Secret, Angel Card, Chase, Time Warner Cable, Citi, Macy's credit card, JCPenney's reward card, Walmart credit card, Verizon Wireless. Bam. And then you also have like different categories: auto loans, banks, credit cards, gyms and clubs, electric, gas, gift cards, home maintenance, insurance, internet licenses, media subscriptions such as like Hulu, probably Netflix, mortgages, parking and tolls, phone, prepaid cards, rent, and security, storage, which is good for me. Student loans, TVs, waste, water, and other. And I think these categories are mainly for like manual billers, but who knows? So let's say, um, just for an example, PayPal, right? If I want to create a bill for PayPal, well, all you have to do is sign in with your email and also your password, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom, forget about it. That's all you got to really do is add in your email and your password, logging in like you're actually logging into the site, and that's all you got to do. It'll find all your bills and it'll basically put them all on the little page that you get to when you first open up the app. Now, going into manual billers, you actually have, the category. Basically, but going on to the storage, like for me, mine is storage. So I'm going to press done. Nickname, I'm going to do storage fee. Now I'm typing with one hand, so forgive me for the lack of speed on this. Those nice birds in the background. Now, it's optional. You don't have to add a nickname or a website, but this is just for an example. So just add a valid, thing. But here is the page where you get to select the date. Now, for me, my storage fee is due on the 1st up until the 5th, and then it's late. So I'll go ahead and add it on, let's say, Monday, right? And that'll be good. How often? Every month, right? So let's say you rent it for, actually, no, let's do it for one time. That way the example will be more better. And let's say it's $80, right? Bam. Easy as that. Show bill 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks before due date. And bam. And then save biller, right? So now your manual biller is added and everything like that. Now if I go up here and check, it's not up here. This is one of the problems that I have with this app, is that when you add a manual biller, and let's say you do it every month, it does not show on here. So if I go to the next one, it's supposed to be in October, but it's not there. But I'll show you guys how to actually show it up. But that's basically what this page is. It shows you all your bills that you have to pay in specific times. And yeah, that's basically what it is. Also, another cool feature is if you click that button right next to the plus mark, you actually come up with a calendar view of your bills. So you actually get to see on the calendar where it is. So here, if you can see on the side, on Fridays, like the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, you'll see like these little green dollar signs. Well, those are my paydays. So I get paid every Friday. So it shows my paydays, and then not sure if you can actually see it, but well, it'll come up at the bottom like what's on that day. So if you click on something that doesn't have anything up there, it doesn't show anything. But let's say, for instance, you click on the 18th is when my Duke Energy bill is due, and it automatically puts that bill where it needs to be on a specific date, according to your account. So for Duke Energy, it'll show up Duke Energy, and I click on the next one that has the bill, capital one, bam, whatever other days you have, whatever on, and that's pretty cool to actually see where your bills are as opposed to the listing view. If you like the listing view, you can change it back to the listing view. If you like the calendar view, you can change it back to the calendar view. One thing I like about the listing view, I'm not sure if you guys would see that as a benefit, is they have like a little color bar up here which actually shows you the actual let me go back. It actually shows you like color coded where each bill is, how much of it takes up. So this whole bar is representative of your income and how much is taken up by your debts. So that's pretty interesting. So going on to the next page, which is your money. This is basically all your incomes, all your places where you have money at, that you can spend, like the spendable monies, as opposed to the bills, which is everything that's taken away. So here you can add your banks, you can add your credit cards, you can have your whatever accounts that you have that you're getting money from. So here I have my bank accounts and everything like that. It does not show any account information or anything like that, but it's pretty interesting to see. And then once again, it's also color coded, so you'll actually see how much of everything you have. So let's say how it shows on mine is that this here is basically like a small percentage. This here is non-existent. This here is like small. This here is like, bam. So here it shows that I have more in this account, so it actually has a bigger space on that bar. And that is basically about that tab. The credit is where you have credit cards and stuff like that, all your credit accounts and stuff like that. Here, unfortunately, Affirm is not compatible with this app just yet. It said that just enough people got in for them to actually have a reason to go and get compatibility with Affirm, but right now it's not available for the app, so it doesn't show my bills and everything like that. So it doesn't show specifically how much is being taken up by Affirm. So on the credit cards and everything like that, it shows your balances. It shows how much you have as available credit. And that's basically what that is. So loans, it'll show you all of your loans and everything like that. I'm guessing you would sign up for like online stuff as far as loans, because I know you can pay loans online. You'll sign up here and then it'll actually pop up in this portion of the app, which is pretty good because it categorizes everything. Your others, it puts your others. So that's basically that tab of money. Your inbox, it actually shows you your inboxes, like it'll show you when you got paid. Let's go in here. So it'll say, hey, you got paid today, and you'll see how much you got paid, when you were paid, and also it'll show, like, if it's paid, then it'll be paid. It'll show that little symbol there saying paid and how much you got paid. If it's not, then it won't show anything. So, or it won't even come up in the inbox. It's just notifications that show you, hey, you paid X amount, or you paid this amount. Let's say I know for one of these I paid an amount, but I forget which one it is. But basically everything that comes here is the mail that comes to you. Notifications, basically this is a notification tab. It's just an inbox tab, where you get your mail and everything like that. That's about it for this tab. Next tab is actually pretty interesting because I actually use this to show people how this works when I'm like walking around or anything like that. So this is the tutorial, like a basic tutorial of how this app works. So it says, show a friend, show them how Prism works in less than a minute. So you can connect a biller by providing your login details. For billers, you'll see when your bills are due. Try it now. So for an example, I put in my information. Afterwards, I would go in, hit sign in, and it'll add the biller sync. They'll show me how much I got, how much I need to pay, and everything like that. Nice work. We'll show you what we find, and you can start paying your bills right away. Let's pay one now. So you would tap on your bill, and then once you see that bill, you say pull it down. It's fast and secure. Ta-da. You just learned how to pay a bill wasn't that easy. Paying bills will never be the same again. And it'll actually give you like a notification and everything like that. So you press next, and that's it. That's basically how it works. You connect your biller, you pay your bills, and that's it. So you're on your way to becoming an expert at finances. Doesn't that feel good? So we press done, and it'll actually take me back to the money tab, which I'm not sure why, but hey. So I'm in accounts. This is I thought it would be like more along the lines of like your address. I don't think you have to give your address. Actually, you give your email, your phone number, I believe, and that's just for like verification, so it'll know this is the phone that it's going to be on. But your profile includes that sensitive information, which I'm not going to go into. Don't want to show any sensitive information. So you got your billers. Now here is where it shows all of your billers, all of your sync billers. You got a firm up here, which is not at all available for this app yet. You got Capital One, Credit One Bank, Duke Energy, Fingerhut, Sprint, storage fees, and storage units, which I did like a test thing up here, and Wells Fargo. Thing about it is, remember how before we created the bill for the storage fees? Well, here's where you actually find it before it comes up on the list of bills that you have to pay, and also on the calendar that you have. If I click on it, upcoming bills, your next storage bill will appear on 9/25. So it'll appear on 9/25, but if I want to see it now, that's a problem that I have with this app, is that if you add a bill and you expect it to show up on the app, it will be easier for the bill to actually automatically just show up on there after you create it, just so you can see it, and once that date comes up or once that month comes up, you actually be able to see all the bills that you have to pay, even if it's not 1 week before it or something like that, because maybe you'll be able to pay it before that time or before that week, and then who knows. So that's a problem that I have. Let's see if I can delete this. Actually, I can't. So that's basically where you find all of your billers and everything like that. And let's see if I can find a way to actually delete this. Nope, cannot delete it. So I got to find a way to delete that. But anyway, your payment accounts, you have basically, it shows you all your payment accounts. You got the Capital One, Credit One, Wells Fargo. Shows you how much you have in each account and how much basically is on that account. If it's green, that means you're in a positive. If it's black, then it's a negative. So that's how much you owe on that account. That's basically it for that tab. Your paydays. So payday, it says every week on Friday, and then that's payday. That's how much I'm get each Friday, and it just shows like previous paydays, upcoming paydays, which is pretty much interesting. I never actually been on this tab, but look at that. And it shows you up until I think 2 months afterwards. 2 months afterwards. So that's pretty interesting. Go back. And I can say that it's organized as far as the tabs wise, but goodness, it's a lot. There's a lot to go through. It's a lot to go through. So your settings, you got devices, you can manage your devices, you can have notifications on, so whenever you have a bill that's coming up, it'll actually do a push notification if you have it on to your phone and say, hey, you got a bill that's coming up on such and such date. Here's the biller, here's the amount. Bam. You got the email, you got the pin and fingerprint, which I have off. I can put the fingerprint on so that way I don't have to put in my passcode every single time. Or if you create one, then every time you open the app, it'll actually, let's actually try that out. So if I do pin, right, then it's going to take me, let's say 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me delete this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and save. Right, and then it says ask for pin after 5 minutes. Let's do immediately. So I'm guessing this is like when you close the app. So let's close the app, and once I open up the app, it'll ask me for my pin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, it'll open up the app, and you can turn it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, put in your pin, bada bing bada boom, forget about it. So after you put in your pin or fingerprint, you can set it for whatever amount of time the app is closed for. Sounds, you can have sounds on, you can have a theme. I actually like this green, so let's say Kiwi Crazy, or bam, instantly updates, and you can just have it. I actually like that Kiwi green. Favorite color is green, so don't forget that, guys. Don't forget that. Bam. So we're gonna save it, and you can actually, oh, we need your help. So in order to personalize your theme, we'll need you to share Prism with at least one friend. It'll be worth it. So I'm gonna just go to not now, and that's wow. So the about, you can go to about, you can go to website, security, terms and service, privacy and privacy policy, legal, and you can see the dates and the version and the company name and all that stuff. Diagnostics, asked to send screenshots. Not sure what this is, but I guess you can send like how's the app running for you. It'll send it to Prism, and they'll actually be able to see how well it's running, see if they actually need any changes that needs to be made, and everything like that. But that is basically about it, and you can sign out of a Prism and everything like that. But look at that. That's basically about it for the app. That's the whole run through and review of the app. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I surely did. Let's see here. I just wanted to make sure because they have like icons at the top right. But basically that's about it for the whole run through of the app. For my review, I'm gonna switch back over to the camera so you guys can see me and all my good looking goodness. But here we go. My thoughts on this app is I think it will be very, very beneficial for those who are looking to organize and compile their bills into one place instead of having to go to 10 different websites just to pay all of their bills. Now, how this app really works is once you actually sign into your accounts and everything like that on this app, you actually be able to pay from the app. And what it is Prism actually pays your bills on your behalf once you sign in. I know it's kind of skeptical to some people, but for some people who are not really worried about the security, mainly because you're just logging into your account, like you're logging in on the website or something like that. And really, I mean, security wise, like who would want to steal billing information to pay a bill? I mean, that could be a concern to some people, and that's understandable. But I think it will be very, very beneficial for those who are trying to manage their bills in a way like how I showed in the previous video. Was I showed like week by week what I had to pay, how much I had to pay, and how I was gonna budget that money. Now, as far as how it's similar to Mint, I have never used Mint before, and I may do an app run through and review on it, but at this current moment I've never used Mint before, so I can't say how similar it is or how different it is between the two. So all in all, I think it's a pretty good app. I am personally going to be using this app to kind of like mesh in with all the stuff that I do as far as like managing the bills and knowing what bill comes at what time. Because usually I would do it like week by week. On Friday when I get paid, that the bills that I have to pay for next week is what I pay, and that's generally what I'm gonna do. But at the same time, I know that, hey, I have money coming in at this specific date, so I don't necessarily have to spend my whole work check doing the paycheck to paycheck thing every single week. So I think it's pretty interesting. But let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this app. Do you like this app? Do you think it'll help you be more bill friendly, I guess? But let me know if you would consider trying this app out. Like I said before, I'll have the link to the app for the Google Play Store in the description below, because I know it exists. As far as iOS, I will see if I can do a app, not an app run through review, but a iOS link for the app itself. If I can't, and you don't see it in the description, then you know that I couldn't find it. But if you do happen to find it, just comment it below, and I will see that comment and I'll put it in the description. So yeah, don't forget to be brilliant, stay inspired. You know what it is, baby. Look at that sky. Look at that sky. Just so dreary today. It's just raining. The Hurricane Harvey is just like making the sky all crazy and stuff. But don't forget to be brilliant, stay inspired. You know what it is. Yes, you know what it is. Peace.